to the argument here, and you're straw manning me. I never
No,
said that you. I never
what do you
listen.
mean by
Just
submit?
hear
What do
me
you
out,
mean by
man.
submit to Muhammad then?
Can you just hear me out? I'll
Okay,
tell
go
you.
ahead. All right,
So I
go.
never said that you pray to Muhammad. I never said that. I said you submit to Muhammad based on the verse, which it said. What does that
Okay.
mean? It literally tells you he's your judge in all your disputes, and in every decision he makes, you can never find any resistance against it. You have to submit to whatever he says with full submission. It's just simple as that. Or else
Okay.
you're not a true believer. That's what the verse
Okay.
says.
Wonderful. So when we obey Allah and we obey the Rasul, Allah comes and He says, the Rasul says what Allah commands him to say. So I have no problem with this.
Okay, no worries.
All right.
So you got my definition of a Muslim. If you don't agree, that's fine. I said,
I disagree.
I'm willing to go with how Dawood defines a Muslim, and we can go from there.
I would define it as the one who submits to the God of Abraham.
Okay,
Thank you.
Dawood,
Thank
do
you,
you
brother.
agree with that?
Absolutely.
Okay, so who would you say the God of Abraham is?
Allah.
Allah.
Like, describe him to me. Like, you got to give,
Allah.
I'm supposed to describe God to you? What?
Yeah, like give me some
So the second commandment says what? No graven images, right?
That's the
So
second
for me-
commandment.
Yeah.
Where?
Second commandment in the Bible is no graven images, right?
Oh, is that?
This is your theology, right?
Wait, is that your theology too?
I affirm this commandment: no graven images for Allah. Yeah,
Okay,
no
so
problem.
the Torah is authentic. That's good to know.
Oh, the Torah is authentic. Yes, the Torah is authentic. No
Good.
problem.
Okay. Nice.
No
Okay.
problem.
So yeah. That's the second. That's one of the second.
Is this the argument you want to go down? Is that you the Quran affirms the Bible? Is this what you want to?
No, not at all, bro. I just
okay.
want to see how you guys define a Muslim, right? Submitting to Allah specifically, the God of Abraham.
Yeah.
Who is that? And then let's see if
Creator.
Jesus actually submitted to that.
He's the creator.
Okay. Well, so like I can anybody can believe that somebody's a creator, right, or something. Doesn't make it true, but somebody can believe in a statute and say, oh yeah, this is the creator of everything, right?
Okay.
Would they be a Muslim if they say that their one statute that they believe in, their one God is a statute, and he's the creator of all things? Would they be a Muslim?
No, they'd be a kafir.
I agree. So like that's what I'm saying. Like so, Allah has a specific, he has specific qualities, descriptions that sets him apart, right? That makes him, who he is, and you have to submit to that in order to be a Muslim. Right? Could we agree there?
Okay.
All right. So that's my question. So like with Allah, like some important descriptions, he doesn't beget nor is he begotten.
Okay.
Right? He's not like his creation. He's not a father to anyone, no children, no partners, no companions, right? He's all by himself, the one, right? So with this, now that we know what we're talking about, I would like to see that Jesus believed and submitted to the same God that we just described, the same concept of God. Allah specifically, did he submit and believe in that?
Okay. I'll show you from the Bible that Jesus is Muslim.
Okay.
If you want to go down that road.
That's fair.
Okay. All right, cool. Can I have the big screen?
Yeah, go ahead, Habib. I'm cooking right now. Go ahead.
I'm sure you've seen this before. Okay. Who is this prophecy talking about?
Jesus.
Wonderful. So, here is my servant whom I have chosen, the one whom I delight. I put my spirit on him, and he will proclaim justice to the nations. This is Jesus. Okay, you affirm. Cool. We're going to go to Isaiah 42. Verse 1. Wa alaikum assalam. Here is my servant whom I uphold, my chosen one whom I delight. I will put my spirit upon him, and he will bring justice to the nations. This is also about Jesus. Same prophecy.
Right. That's right.
Wonderful. This is Isaiah 42. So we're gonna skip around in Isaiah 42 just a little bit to Isaiah 42:19.
That's not about Jesus anymore.
It's my servant.
Yeah, that's talking about Israel, the nation.
Okay, fine, no problem, Avery. So if this is about Israel, the nation, okay, the messenger. Who's the messenger then?
Oh, this is talking about Israel, the nation. They were
Yeah. So
supposed to be God's messengers to the rest of the world, to be his representatives, but they failed. They're blind, right? They're in darkness, and that's why they need the other servant who's going to save them and pull them out of darkness and their blindness. Who's the Messiah?
okay. All right. Okay. No problem, Avery. No problem. You want to do ta'wil? You know what ta'wil is?
I think it's like interpretation or something like that, or the breakdown of how it's said.
Ta'wil is me saying, take my hand, and then you pulling out a machete to take my hand instead of taking my hand.
What?
That's ta'wil.
Oh no, that
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
bad.
Well, ta'wil is like playing with the words.
Oh, I'm not playing with the words.
Ta'wil is playing with the words.
Taking the words out of the context, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, no,
Me, Avery, me and you are gonna have a party, right? And I tell you, get everything from the store, right? So then you come with literally the cashier, the cash register, the whole store, right? Everything in all the aisles, right? That's not what I mean, right? If I tell you get everything from the store, I mean, get sodas, pizza, whatever.
Right.
So this would be ta'wil, somebody playing with the words.
But I'm not. I'm using the context. I'm reading it and understanding its context.
So again, if this my servant in 42:1 is not the same, and you're saying that this is the children of Jacob,
In verse 19, it's talking about
Yeah.
the children of Israel. Yeah.
the children of Jacob, right?
Yep.
So then okay, then I affirm that Jacob is a prophet of God. I have no problem with that, and I would say that Jacob was a Muslim. No problem.
But that's
So
I would just,
I will skip since you've seen this argument before. I'm gonna skip to the fun part, right? Like my covenant partner in verse 19, right?
this doesn't have anything to do with Jesus, my friend.
Yeah, I
That's what
understand.
that's what I'm saying.
I understand.
Yeah, so can we see where Jesus is a Muslim?
Yeah. So Jesus said, "I've come. I don't do my own will, but the will of the one who sent me." Did he not?
The will of who sent him?
You're gonna say his father. No problem. If you want to say father, what do you?
I'm not gonna say anything. What did Jesus say? Who did he say something?
Okay. Okay. If he said the father who sent me, no problem. I have no problem with this.
Is Allah his father?
Yeah, he is.
What?
Yeah. Now what? Because
Wait,
do you mean literal? Do you mean literal father? Do you mean that Allah had relations with Mary?
Well, remember, when I was given the descriptions of Allah that you agreed to, I said he's not a father in any way, right? He has no children or anything. You said that's
no
correct.
problem. No problem. But
So now you're saying that he is a father.
Yeah, no problem. No
So
problem.
you went
What's your
against what
argument?
you said earlier.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's okay. I affirm it. What's your problem?
Okay, so the problem is that you can't be a Muslim and believe that
Guess what? I'm a
God is your
Muslim, and
father, 'cause that's not Allah.
Yeah, I don't call Allah my father because that's silly and stupid. It's
Yeah,
stupid
but I'm not.
language.
I know you don't.
But is
So you're
Allah
saying
my-
Jesus is using stupid language. Then.
It's no, I'm saying the Bible uses stupid language
But you went to the Bible for your proof.
because you take the Bible as authority. I don't.
But when you went for proof, you went straight to the Bible,
Would
so
you
that
take
wasn't
proof
authority.
from the Bavida? What would you take proof from?
No,
Would you take
absolutely
proof
not.
from the Quran? Would you take proof?
Well,
Would you
if we're talking about Muhammad, I would take proofs from the Quran, the Hadith,
Right.
the Tafsir.
Okay, no problem. But if we're talking about Jesus, would you take proof from the Quran?
Absolutely not. It's not a historical.
Okay,
it's not a
so
historical source from Jesus'
why
life.
would I go to the Quran then to talk to you about Jesus?
Well, that you're doing a good job. That's my point. You're doing a good job by going to the Bible for historical proof on Jesus. However, when we look at it, we got to be honest with it, right? We got to be like, okay, clearly Jesus here is not a Muslim. He believed God was his father. He believed he was the son of God. All this kind of stuff that goes directly against Islam.
Adam's the son of God. David's the begotten son. God has plenty of sons in the Old Testament.
So that means
on.
that So that means that the God that's the God of the Old Testament is not Allah, right? Because Allah has no sons.
I told you the God of Abraham. Did Abraham call God his father?
Well, you don't have explicitly where Abraham calls God his father. However, You don't
Well,
have
then you
Abraham. You
didn't
don't
call.
have. Wait, hold
So
on.
then you
Time
can't
out.
affirm it. You're
I
arguing
can't.
from.
Well, no, you can't deny it either, though. You know what I'm saying?
You're
You can't.
arguing. Yeah, but you're arguing from silence.
No, you're arguing from silence. You're saying we don't have explicitly where Abraham calls God his father, so therefore he didn't call him that. No, that's an argument from silence. Just because we don't have him explicitly any verse that says that doesn't mean he never did. Okay. Now, but here's the important part. The important part.
What do
is
you
that
mean by
he ne-
father?
It doesn't
What do you-
matter. Is Allah a father in
Actually,
any?
it does.
Okay. All
It
right.
does.
Let's. All right. So let's go with this. Is Allah a father in any sense?
Wonderful. Yes.
Okay. And in one sentence?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
In the sense that Allah is the
Daddy worship,
provider,
man.
caretaker, provider. He is in that sense.
Okay,
right?
I got you.
Okay.
So he's in the sense that he's caretaker, provider. In that sense, he is a father. Okay. Do mothers provide and caretake?
Yeah, absolutely.
So can we say that Allah is a mother in some sense?
Yeah, if you want to, like, again,
Ooh.
this language is stupid. But
Oh, my
again, if you
goodness.
really want to push this narrative,
It's for you. The question for you, dog. Do you believe God could be your mother?
So why is Sloppy X up here calling me a dog? I didn't disrespect anybody.
I said the question is for you.
You called
I
me a
never
dog
once said
already.
dog.
I'm
I
not
never
talking to
once
you.
said
You're a
dog.
troll.
Notice, host Imam Dawud.
And
Notice, I
now
said,
you're
the
denying what
question
you
is
just
for you.
said. You literally just said
Oh, yeah,
that.
never